Have you ever brushed off your pain thinking it's just simple tiredness or just simple pain? I'm going to tell you a story today. Priya, a 32-year-old, has a high-pressure job. She works from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., has her meals on the go, and stress is her daily buddy. She doesn't have time to sit and cook for herself. She doesn't have time to take care of her own body. And one morning, she wakes up with pain, stiffness. She disregards it completely and continues for months with her same schedule of 9 to 7 p.m. job, not taking time to meditate, not exercising, or not really catering to her body symptoms. One morning, she is completely in pain. And this is something that the doctors in Ayurveda diagnose as Amavata or rheumatoid arthritis. Now, this is not something that built up suddenly. Priya kept ignoring her symptoms for a while. She kept ignoring her constant constipation. She kept ignoring her on-the-go meals and rather had exactly 5 minutes for each of her meals. And what did this lead to? Rheumatoid arthritis. Arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis is just one of the manifestations of a much deeper thing called inflammation. Inflammation is something that is a must for our body, yet it can be a double-edged sword. If you are somebody who resonates with the concept of inflammation and would like to know more, then keep watching this video because it is coming out to be one of the strongest predictors of any chronic disease in the modern day age. Inflammation is your body's natural defense mechanism. Anytime your body is under attack, be it from a virus, be it from a bruise, inflammation in your body rises. Consider this simple scenario. You are a little kid, you fell down, you bruised your knee, and the moment you bruised your knee, it started bleeding, and automatically you started sensing that the area around that bleeding turns up its temperature high. That means it is warm and it is swelling. What does that warmth and swelling really mean? It's your body's natural mechanism to actually control that site of damage and control the bleeding of that area so that that bruise turns into something of a hard cover so that no more viruses, bacteria can actually enter that site. Long time even after your bruise, the inflammation stays so that the area of attack is controlled and damage is controlled. This is called acute inflammation, which is a much needed response of your body. However, imagine that your body is continuing with that inflammation all throughout from days to months to years. This is when the inflammation turns chronic. And that is like a fire inside your body, a swelling inside your body, which is constantly sending symptoms, but you're not able to notice. Yes, a lot of scientists are finding out now that this level of chronic inflammation is the reason why you experience gut disorders, why you experience chronic constipation, why you experience manifestations like a skin disease, like hair fall, like anything that is related to a chronic disease comes to the root cause of chronic inflammation. There are a variety of symptoms that our body gives that we don't end up noticing is actually an indicator that there is chronic inflammation either in our gut, either in our skin, or any organ that is showing that symptom. For example, constant fatigue, lethargy, laziness and sluggishness is actually a big sign of chronic inflammation in your body. You have to see the difference between acute inflammation and chronic inflammation quite significantly. If there has not been any recent challenging situation and you've been noticing that there is absolutely no cause to your lethargy, sluggishness or laziness in general, then inflammation is persistent. If it is going on for days, if it is going on for months, that means there is inflammation which has been long-standing. Everybody with a skin disorder, be it as simple as acne, pimples, or even chronic disorders like psoriasis, eczema, amyloidosis, or whatnot, have chronic inflammation in their body, especially their gut and liver. Other than these, you will also notice individuals who have constant bloating, gas, constipation, acidity, acid reflux, despite taking a lot of medications and are completely dependent on medications, constant mental fatigue, and fogginess in your mind, not being able to function without caffeine, or not having enough clarity in your mind, not being able to take daily tasks with the full energy and enthusiasm are actually inflamed as well. Sinusitis, allergies, skin allergies, as well as internal allergies to anything like gluten intolerance or lactose intolerance are also those who have inflammation in this body. According to Ayurveda, it is simple accumulation of toxins in your body. And these toxins or undigested waste is called ama. Now, ama or undigested waste accumulates in your body because your body or your digestion is not able to digest the food, the emotions, the stress that it is challenged with. Anytime you have excessive use of screens, excessive food intake, or food that does not suit your prakriti, it will lead to inflammation because there is a toxin accumulation which is not eliminated properly. And that is why most individuals who have inflammation are also the ones who are not able to eliminate their waste properly. That means you will notice that either they have too much constipation or they have excessive diarrhea like those in colitis and irritable bowel syndrome. Excessive diarrhea makes loss of nutrients because it is not able to digest the right things and rather retains the undigested waste to a great extent. Number one, you will notice that if you're a Vata predominant body type, inflammation will primarily show up as regular gas, bloating, excessive dryness of your skin, or even mental worry and anxiety. If you are a Pitta predominant people and have Pitta type disorders, you have excessive diarrhea or going for bowels after every meal. There will be excessive heat in the system. That means acne, pimples, skin disorders, acid reflux, acidity, or in general feeling of heat will be there in your body. Anger is also a symptom of inflammation in your body, especially in your gut and your mind. If you're eating too spicy or things that don't particularly suit your Pitta body type, inflammation will only increase. Kapha body types will notice that their inflammation is shown as weight gain, sluggishness, mental fatigue, lethargy, and even depression. When that ama accumulates in your body, automatically your body tries to balance the digestive waste out. And how does it balance it? We need to understand simply. Ama or undigested waste is very cold, sticky, unctuous, and has very kapha kind of qualities. That means it is very heavy and makes you feel sluggish. Your body's reaction, which is inflammation, is actually rising up the heat and the burning capacity of your body so that that cold, sticky ama which is sticking to your intestines, which is sticking to your joints and accumulating in your joints actually is eaten up by that heat or burnt by that heat. And that is why the chronic inflammation not only resides in your joints, as in the case of rheumatoid arthritis, but also in your skin, also in your gut, depending on what is the weakest point your body has. For people who have gut issues, their weakest point is their gut, intestines or colon. For people who have skin disorders, their weakest accumulation of ama or undigested waste is on their skin. That is why people who have psoriasis, eczema or any skin disorders will also notice a redness, inflammation, rashes on their skin as well, because it is their body's natural response to take out those toxins which have accumulated in the skin tissues, in the colon tissues, or even in the joints. Now I'm going to tell you a few ways of how to reduce inflammation in your body. You've already understood that the main reason behind inflammation is accumulation of toxins in your body. That means anything that can take away the toxins will automatically reduce inflammation. Number one thing that you have to understand is understanding your prakriti or your body type according to Ayurveda. Eat according to your body type, live according to your body type, and that is enough. Number two, resetting your diet to an anti-inflammatory diet. That means we do know that junk food, spicy food, food that doesn't sit well with our gut is going to cause inflammation, and we have to understand eating at the right time is as important as to what you're eating. Moving on from all of this, we have to ensure our Agni or our digestion type is balanced. Make sure that you're also taking enough adequate sleep at the right time. That means 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is enough to give you that good night's rest, which can take care of removing inflammation or ama from your body naturally. To remove ama from your body naturally, we can adopt some Ayurvedic practices like drinking hot water or warm water throughout the day, which naturally eliminates ama. Daily Abhyanga with the oil suited most to your body type can also help remove stubborn ama from your body. So if you do realize that you have weight gain issues, sluggishness, mental drowsiness in general, or have rheumatoid arthritis or swelling in your joints, try not to use oil-based massages. Oil will practically increase the quality of ama, especially in the affected areas. In addition to this, meditation, especially transcendental meditation, which has research-based backing evidence to how it works, can of course detoxify your mind, which in turn detoxifies your body as well. On top of that, of course, when there's meditation, there is also yoga, asana, and pranayam. All three of them do help with detoxifying your body and reducing chronic inflammation. Something as simple as Bhastrika can help remove excessive mental lethargy, and something like Anulom Vilom can reduce the worry and anxiety. Taking care of all of this, we should know that we have to follow the natural laws that nature has set for us. In addition to all of the points that I talked about, maintaining a circadian rhythm, that means sleeping after sundown and waking up with sunrise, are some basic things that you should conform to. At least start incorporating detoxifiers like Triphala, Shunthi and Shalaki, which can help reduce inflammation in your body in general. Do watch our next video because I'm going to be telling you 11 different ways you can beat inflammation in your body. And if this video resonated with you, do like, comment and share. Subscribe to our channel if you'd like to get the authentic Ayurveda updates from Maharishi Ayurveda, and we are here to sort out your problems. So if you'd like to get Vaidya consultation, call the number below. Thank you so much for joining us. Jai Gurudev.